4 years after Watch Dogs 2, we got another Watch Dogs game, but this time with a brand new gameplay feature, because on Watch Dogs Legion, NPCs are no longer NPCs. Now the question is, can this feature alone keep you interested until the end, or will it get boring after a couple of hours? I'm Hitman89 and this is my honest review on Watch Dogs Legion. Without further ado, we're gonna start with the graphics. This is what the game looks like on ultra settings, without ray tracing cause I'm broke, and this is what it looks like on the lowest settings. Disgusting, I know. In all seriousness though, on the highest settings, Watch Dogs Legion is gorgeous, especially during nighttime with all those reflections. Moving on to the animations, facial animations are just awful. Ubisoft really need to work on making believable faces, cause in my opinion, it's crucial for immersion. Oh, and the way pedestrians react when you drive a little too close to them is also bad. Last but not least, when it comes to the graphics section, let's talk about performance. The game runs like shit. I mean, okay, I have an average PC, but I had to lock the frame rate to 30, which is something I don't usually do. Actually, I've never done that before. But while reviewing the game, I was so far from hitting 60 FPS that I just pretended I was playing on PS4 Pro or Xbox One X, which is a shame because I really wanted to enjoy the game at 60 FPS. By the way, I'm just gonna do a couple more reviews on PC and then my upcoming reviews will be on PS5 as soon as I get mine. So yeah, let's move on to the sound. I like the soundtrack. There are a few songs that I love, the sound effects are also good, but the real issue here is the voice acting. The tone can be a little bit fucked up and sometimes the voice just doesn't match the character, and the lip sync job is straight up bad, which really hurts the immersion. Anyways, I'm gonna let you listen to the game audio for around 15 seconds and then we'll move on to the gameplay.
Over. If you are, I need help with something.
Who can say? Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. Or maybe I am.
On Watch Dogs Legion, you play as members of a hacker group called DedSec and you have to free the city from the oppression of Albion, a private military company. So let me tell you about the game's pros and cons. Starting with the pros, Watch Dogs Legion's play as anyone feature is innovative and very interesting since it makes other features like profiling have a whole new purpose, besides just spying on people, you know, plus there is a permadeath option if you're looking for a challenge. The second pro in my opinion is the location. London's representation is pretty accurate. I mean, it's far from being exactly the same as today's real-life London, but if you've ever been there, you'll recognize tons of locations. Quick disclaimer, never been to London. As a matter of fact, I've never left my country, which is Tunisia. So how do I know this? Well, I did a little research on YouTube. Anyways, the third good thing I want to talk about, actually, it's not just one thing, it's 5 things you can do in Watch Dogs Legion. You can cause chaos by hijacking vehicles, you can fly around London on a cargo drone, you can take out enemies with spider bots like the facehugger from Alien or maybe the headcrab from Half-Life. You can also play as an elderly person, which is funny and all, but it gets old real fast. God damn it, I'm so funny. Last but not least, there are a few side activities that you can do like playing darts, juggling with a football, and you can also get drunk. But even though there are a lot of things you can do on this game, there is still a lack of interactivity, like not being able to pick up weapons, which now takes me to the bad stuff. This game's got shitty AI, starting with civilians who for some reason all happen to be suicidal, cause they'll just jump into your way so you can run them over. Enemies are equally as dumb cause they're either blind and deaf or the AI just sucks dick, which is pretty bad in a game that encourages using a more stealthy approach. Oh, and you'll also face some bugs and glitches every now and then. Enough with the cons though, cause for those of you who are interested in multiplayer, keep in mind Watch Dogs Legion is getting a 4-player co-op mode and some other stuff on December 3rd. And that's gonna be it for the gameplay section, so let's move on to the replayability. You can spend a massive amount of time just messing around without doing any missions, but even after you finish the game you can play the co-op mode, which will offer a slightly different experience, and there will also be a versus mode. Plus, the good thing about sandbox games is that you'll find yourself coming back to them every now and then to have some more fun. Speaking of fun, when it comes to the fun factor, Following the main storyline isn't what I enjoyed most while playing this game. On the other hand, as soon as I stopped being nice to people and turned into a motherfucking terrorist, I had so much fun. Maybe it's cause I'm Arab, I don't know. For real though, I even made my brother play this game a little bit, to get his opinion, and he enjoyed destroying the city for like 35 minutes, and then he said it was just okay, but he's a piece of shit, so we're not gonna take his opinion into consideration. When it comes to the value for money, the game is gonna cost you $60, and it's gonna keep you entertained for at least 30 hours. Keep in mind there will be plenty of free post-launch content in 2020, including new characters, missions, and a new Game Plus mode. If you're a Watch Dogs fan, then yes, the new Play As Anyone feature will be more than enough to keep you hooked, plus you'll be able to play as Aiden Pierce in an upcoming DLC. Watch Dogs Legion is pretty good and it could have easily gotten a 9 out of 10. But it's held back by its bad optimization, AI and voice acting, so I'ma give it a 7. That's gonna be it for my honest review on Watch Dogs Legion. I hope you found it useful. Special thanks to Ubisoft for providing me with a review copy and therefore allowing me to bring you guys this video right on time. Leave a like if you found it useful and please check out my other videos. I make game reviews and top 10 videos that you might find interesting. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. It's been Hitman89. See you guys very soon.
Girls doing lines like a barcode, black and white keys moving bass by the carload. Everything I push